Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm just going to throw a quick video out today. I hope y'all enjoy it. It's going to be over my Case 580 backhoe, and been a little slow lately with weather and a lot of other stuff going on. So I got some big exciting things happening next week. My excavator was picked up today and going back to the dealer, and I'll be getting it back next week with some new toys on it. So if y'all will, just stay tuned. I hope you enjoy this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. What I wanted to talk about is this is my Case 580 backhoe. I want to talk about the pros and cons of a backhoe and why I ended up with one, basically. How, why, and tell you a little bit about mine. So let's get started. All right, so reason number one to buy a backhoe. Look how cool this thing looks. Seriously though, the reason that I chose a backhoe when I did back about a year ago now, I just went back out on my own in my own business and had a skid steer, was looking for a Mini X, and I could not find a used Mini X anywhere near me that was anywhere near what I thought was reasonably priced. And at the time I was doing a lot more skid steer jobs, but I still needed a way to be able to do a little digging if I had to. And in my area, you know, I was seeing these going pretty reasonably. Case especially holds their value really well, and they're easy to resell if you need to. So basically, I ended up with a backhoe because I just needed something to get me by until I found a deal that I thought was good on a Mini X. Now, my reason for choosing a Case backhoe in particular, I wanted a Case 580. I preferred the turbo. That was just a bonus though. Four-wheel drive was a necessity to me. The reason I chose Case, so I decided to go with a Case because I am pretty familiar with the four-cylinder Cummins engine, and I was confident that if I had an issue out of it, I think that I would be pretty confident figuring out what it was and working on it if I needed to. So let's talk about the pros and cons, advantages, disadvantages. All right, so there's no way to really even directly compare this to an excavator. Yes, it will dig, but if you've ever operated one, there's just so much difference. For one, you know, the boom swing versus your whole cab swinging on an excavator, that feels different, takes a little bit of getting used to. I will really brag on this machine. It has a ton of power. That turbo just, you know, spools up, whistles, and it just keeps pulling. And you'll drag your backhoe all over the place before it gives up. It is really hard to bog this machine. I had originally talked about selling this backhoe when I got my excavator. That's still not off the table, but it's been kind of hard for me to let it go. I've enjoyed it a lot more than I realized I would. And we're gonna get to the pros now. All right, so the biggest pro, in my opinion, is the loader aspect. I actually rarely use the backhoe function of this machine. The loader has just been really, really handy. If I'm on a job where I'm moving material over a pretty good distance, then this is the machine I want. It's faster than a skid steer because the bucket capacity, if you're moving a long way. Now, if you're moving a short distance, the skid steer might catch it based off speed, but if you're moving very far, the backhoe has been the way to go in my experience. If you want to check out one of my other videos, there you can look. I'll try to put a link in the description where I used this cleaning out a pond and had to pack the mud, you know, a pretty good ways, and this was just a big help in that situation. Another big advantage to the loader function is I can load triaxle dump trucks with it. I don't know that it's faster than my excavator, but really the biggest thing is if my excavator's on another job, this, you know, it sits quite a bit, and I can take it somewhere and use it specifically for loading trucks on a different job and have, you know, two machines capable of loading trucks on two different places without having to move equipment back and forth. So that's a handy feature and another reason that I've hung on to it this long. I know this video is pretty simple and not really in depth on the pros and cons, but basically I just wanted to give my opinion and, you know, tell people why I'm running a backhoe. I will say to a lot of people it's outdated. It also takes a lot more of a learning curve to run a backhoe efficiently, and that's something a lot of people, there's a lot less real operators out there left today, and it takes effort and skill to get good and confident on a backhoe. So that's one place that a lot of people get hung up. So all in all, just wanted to throw this out there for you guys. I like my backhoe. I think it's pretty sweet. I'm gonna try to hang on to it as long as I can justify it. And if it's something that y'all are interested in seeing more of, I would be happy to try to get, some more good video of me actually using it. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I appreciate you watching. If you did like it, please leave a thumbs up and consider leaving a comment and telling me what you thought about it and anything you see that I could improve on the next one. And also, if you're interested in seeing more of this machine and more videos like this on my other machines.